Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another very impressive mod that's very short and very sweet, and if you haven't seen this already on the Steam Workshop page, it's simply called Animated Assemblies, which is what you can see toiling away in the background with this little animation loop showcasing that it is fully functioning. This is a great alternative than having to listen out for the actual sound cue or the audio cue. Make sure this is all fully working. This will only play when it's actually doing stuff, so once it's in standby mode, it will be completely blank, but it's just a nice representation, and of course, like I said, it brings the block alive. So what I'm going to do is now put the camera all the way through here so we can get a good view of what's going on with it, then go do a quick comparison between this and the vanilla assembler, so we see all the changes that were made. So what we can see is a conveyor belt that will move along and bring across a metal plate. This metal square plate will then have a circular ring placed on it by the left arm, and then the right arm will bring across a little cylinder, a very shiny cylinder, place it into the middle, weld it all up, then the conveyor belt will move it across, the conveyor point at the end there will then open up, allow it to move all the way through, then it'll close up right behind it, and the cycle begins again. Moving the camera all the way around to the opposite side. There we go, so we see that door open up, out comes the plate, then of course put down the ring, put down a little cylinder, and away it goes. It's just a very novel thing to display this thing is actually working, so you don't, like I said, have to listen out for that audio cue. But yes, it does not matter what we're actually building in the assembler. Currently I'm building steel plates, so that is the very strangest looking steel plate I've ever seen. But yes, it simply displays one animation, just to bring the block more to life. So anyway, grabbing on my character, what we're going to do now is get a good look at both of these models. So here's the animated one, there is the vanilla one, and as you can clearly see, this grey section right here has been completely removed in order to have a window so we can see exactly what's going on the inside. This is the same for the left and right hand side. We've got these very shiny plates right here. These have been completely removed and replaced by a window block. We can see there the conveyor belt moving around, we see the little arms moving around doing their little thing, and just a very nice alternative to having that block right there. But as for the rest of this thing, on the top, and of course around towards the back here, we've got nothing else that's been changed. It's all perfectly the same, so we can attach modules onto this, we can attach our conveyors, all the same there, nothing else is different, it's simply those window blocks on the side. Yes, if we come into here, speaking of building this thing, we do have two of them in the spawn here, so despite it being identical in every which way, its build cost, its build speed, and everything else it does come under a separate option. So there's the animated assembler, there is the regular assembler, so you do at the end of the day have a choice of which one you want to use. So if you want to have one that's going to be on full display, you then select the animated assembler, but if you're going to have one built into the ship, there's no point in using this one, you might as well slap in the vanilla one, because nobody's going to see it. Yes, as for that, that's the model and the differences between the vanilla one. What I'm going to do now is bring the free camera back over like this, and I'm going to get some better angles of what's going on. So looking at down like so there's the ring, there goes across the little cylinder into the middle, and it just welds it up and sends it on its way. If we come all the way down like so you get a bit closer look, there we go. Moving a bit closer so we're actually in the middle of this thing, so down goes the middle, welds up, and away it goes. I suppose what we can do is now look through this doorway, see what's going on behind here. So looking at like so, and there it is, the plate just pops in and gets sent on its way. Looking at it from this side, can't really see too much. Looking at it from all the way down to here, nothing fancy going on in this section. I suppose we'll come across over to these arms, get a better look at these things. And it looks like it has actually finished its task. It's probably full up, it's probably built all the steel plates are queued up. So grab hold of my character once again, coming into here, pulling these out, and it should start up once again. There we go. So back into the free camera, and looking at the arms once again, looking all the way down to this section, opens up, pulls that little thing, and away it goes. Down to here, we see it pop in, and off it goes. To the opposite side, inside there we are, this little cylinder. Waiting for it to pop in, there it is. And away it goes, trying to get a better look at this thing, so looking down. There we go, waiting for it one more time. And there we are, I suppose I'll do the same on the opposite side, so you get a much clearer view of what's going on with this thing. There is that. There's a surprising lot of detail on that thing. For a brief second that we actually see it, seeing all those little rivets inside, seeing that little middle section, there's quite a lot of stuff going on with this thing. I suppose we'll come all the way down underneath it. Better look at this thing if I can. It might be a bit difficult for this one. So there it pops in, and away it goes. But other than that, that's all I can think of with showcasing with this little mod. It's a very short, very sweet thing that I feel a lot of people would get a lot of enjoyment out of it, because it's a very satisfying block to actually look at and have running in your world. It doesn't really take up any kind of performance. Like, I haven't noticed any kind of performance loss with this thing. And like I said, it's just a bit of fun to play with. if you can visually see it from your base or on the inside of your vehicle. So yes, there'll be a link to a description below to download and play around yourself. I highly recommend you do, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.